Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel LearnIT. So today I will be talking about flow which we have to create because in last session I have created a catalog item where I have mentioned I will be creating a flow as well for that catalog item. So let's proceed further and try to create a flow for that catalog item. So let's move to our catalog item first. So we will move to our catalog item. So this is our catalog item. Before moving ahead, I will try to open this form first. So there are fields like requested for, manager, location, request type, user provision or group provision. So for user provision, we have first level of approval, and for group provision, we have two level of approval, and both the provisioning will have their individual task with them, and as well as I will be adding some of the stages as well in terms of flow. Alright, so let's proceed further and try to create a flow for this catalog item. So I will type a flow designer here. So as soon as I will click on flow designer, it will open a new tab where this designer will open. And now you can see there is multiple options or multiple existing flows, subflows, actions, execution and connections which is displayed here. And now what we will do is like we will click on create new, and from create new we will click on flow, and we will define a flow name. So flow name could be this one. Another description you can add as per your needs. So I have clicked on submit. Okay, so let me provide user group access request flow. All right. So there was some error, so that duplicate name. So I have corrected it anyway. So now what we have to do is like we will click on add a trigger. Add a trigger, we will add a service catalog here because we are creating this flow for our catalog item. And now what we will do is like we will get the catalog variables and catalog item so that we can utilize it in our flow. All right, so I will click on action. So here I will find get catalog variable action. Here I will add the relevant record, requested item, and here we will select our catalog item, that is user group access request. As soon as we will click on this catalog item, then we will see all the variables started displaying. We will move to this to selected and click on done. So this is the first part which we have to do every time when we are creating a flow for different items. All right, so now what we will do is like we have now variables, we have got it. Now we will check the conditions, user provision or group provision, because for user provision we have first level of approval, and for group provision we have two levels of approval. So let's see how we can do it further. So now we will check for approval because manager approval is common for both of them. So now we will select a record. So record will be requested item record, and here we are making some changes so that flow can work correctly. So I have added manager here and done. So this is the first level of approval. So we will define annotation also, first level of approval. This will remember the things what you have done. This is just an text what you're performing as part of this activity. All right, and similarly we will check the condition here. If ask for approval state is approved, so if this first second step is approved, what we have to do further? So either we have two condition, user provision or group provision. So we will check the condition, both of them. So we will click on flow logic and we will click on if. Now we will check the condition from variable. Suppose requested type is user provision. And now what action we have to perform? When user provision is selected, we will create a catalog task. So record will be requested item and task user provision task. Okay, just for reference, you can add much more details there. So I have created a catalog task if this catalog item request type is user provisioning. Now what I will do is like I will check one more flow logic. If catalog variable request type is group provision, so we are, as soon as we are selecting group provision, so we are sending one more approval. Ask for approval, and now here we will select some record. Some means a requested item record, and now anyone can approve or reject. This will be group name manager. Where is the manager? Yeah, this is the manager. So I'm sending second level of approval to that particular group manager, whatever group is selected in our form. So this is ask for approval. Now similarly again we will check action here. If approval is approved, approval state is approved. Now what we will perform, we will, as soon as it is approved, we will create a catalog task. So now here I will select the record. Here I will grab group provision task. So this is the sample name or text which I have added. And now here also I have checked on approved one. So now this is second level of approval, that is going for group provision. Okay, now what we can do is like we can check whether everything is fine. So if approval is approved, we are creating this user provision. Okay, now one thing is pending here. If you see, I haven't added any stages till now in this flow. In workflow we have much stages where we are adding a stage and a state simultaneously in particular activity. So now here also we can add the stages. So I will just pick up the existing stages which already the system has. So I will use this one. You can create your own as well. You can see there is a button add new stage and your stage can be added anywhere. Okay, so suppose here they don't have anything related to new, so let it be. We will utilize whatever they have provided. Okay, so we will add one of them here. Add a stage. This is waiting for approval. Here we can add approved. If user provision is this, we can add a stage as fulfillment. Similar way here, what can be done? Here it will be waiting for approval. Here it will be approved, and this would be fulfillment. Okay, so these are the positive stages which I have added. Now here what we can do, we can end our flow, and here we can add stage about completed. Similarly we can add flow logic, one of them here. This will be end flow completed. Okay, so these are mostly positive ones. Now we will see the negative ones. So here you will see group provision is fine. Here we have checked if approval is approved, right? But what will happen when else we can end the flow. Here we can add request cancelled as well, because we are rejecting the approval, and similarly we can do it here as well. Flow logic, and now else we will add end flow. We can add request cancelled here. So all the stages has been added, and now I will click on save to see whether there is any error inside this flow or not, and then we will move ahead and test the catalog item whether it is fine or not. So let me activate this. Without activation this flow will never work. So whenever you are trying to create any new flow and you have to attach that with a catalog item, then you have to activate this catalog item, at least catalog item flow. So let me copy this name. You can see I have selected this flow, and this is activated as well. And now let's try to execute and see both the type of user or group provision, whether it is working fine or not. Now I will select requested for year. Suppose I have selected LearnIT item Prince Kumar. Request type is user provision. So suppose I will add here XYZ role, user role. All right, testing. So in this case, one level of approval will trigger and task will be triggered, and then your request will be closed. So let us try to open this request and see whether we have approval in place or not. And now you can see this approval is gone to this Prince Kumar. Manager is Prince Kumar because, and as soon as I approve it, actually I have admin role, so I can approve directly from here. But if it is user account, then he has to log in with his user ID, and then he has to approve this request. And now you can see our catalog item is generated, user provisioning task, and you can see, yeah, you can see the task is generated here. So you will see the stage is also under fulfillment. As soon as our task is generated, stage is set to this fulfillment. And now this is our task. As soon as our task is closed, so you see stage is completed and state is close complete. So this after completion of this task. Okay, so this is the first level of approval which I have shown. Now let's try to test our group provision access, where we have written a 2 level of approvals, right? So let's test that as well. So now manager, I will select this user, and location can be anything. And now here I will select some group. I will select ITSM app dev. So this group has manager, group manager. That's why I have taken this group name. As soon as I have clicked on order now, and now you can see our stage is under waiting for approval, because we have approval in place. So first level of approval has gone to Manifa. You can see the manager is selected as Manifa. So let me approve from here. So you can see there is a second level of approval which is triggered. Why? Because we have 2 levels of approval for this group provision. Group provision, this is the group name, and you will see this Tash Debruska is the manager. So manager is populated. Now I will approve this second level as well. And now we will reload the form and see our task will be generated. See, stage is moved to fulfillment. That means our task is generated. See, group provision task after 2 level of approval. And now I will close this SC task, close task. And now you will see this stage is completed and state is close complete. Okay. So this item is complete. Now let's test the negative scenario, like when approval is rejected. So we can check for any one of request type. Manager would be Prince, location, anything. I have selected user provisioning, ABC, role, testing. Now I will order now, and I will reject this approval to just check whether we have created a correct flow or not. All right. So now you will see our state is waiting for approval, and approval we have requested. So now what I will do is, like, I will click on reject. So we have rejected this approval. Now we will see what has happened with this request. Now you can see stage is set to cancelled and state is complete. So this behavior you can balance according to the condition or according to the requirements which is given by your customer. So you will see no tasks are generated and the item is closed. That's it. Request is cancelled. So after rejection, this is happening, and it can be changed based on the requirement as well. All right. So this is all about flow, which I have added in our catalog item. So I think this would be a great session for the people who is struggling to create a flow and try to use it on catalog item. All right. So this is our flow. And you can add the stages also as your wish, whatever stages is required. All right, so this is the flow, and this is our catalog item where we have added our flow. So please provide your comment if you have any questions, doubts or queries related to this session. For more information, please visit the description section under this video. Thanks for hearing me out. Stay tuned for more videos. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel LearnIT. Thanks everyone.